What is up, y'all? It's KBZ, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to get that drum rhythm, how to get that drum bounce that you want in your beats. So yesterday, if you watched the tutorial from yesterday, I made this melody and I said I was going to add drums to it today. So that's what I'm doing. So if you want to go check out how I made this melody and learn some tips on how to make melodies and stuff of that nature, go check out my video from yesterday. Also, I'm about to hit 10,000 followers on Instagram, and we're about to hit 30K on YouTube, so thanks for that. If you want to go help out, then go over to my Instagram at KBZTheGuy. The link is going to be in the description, so go check that out. And yeah, give me a follow over there. If we hit 10K followers on Instagram and we hit 30K followers on YouTube before Friday, then I'm going to do something dope for y'all. So yeah, go hit follow. So yeah, go follow me on Instagram and hit the sub button right now if you're new here so you can stick around. So yeah, today since I'm doing a drum tutorial, I dropped my new drum kit, the Lunar drum kit. So if you want this kit, the link is going to be in the description to all my sound kits. Go check it out. It just dropped today. It's a bunch of new sounds that I've been using lately. So yeah. Alright, but yeah, with all that being said, let's get into the tutorial and let's make some drums. Alright, so yesterday I showed you guys how to make this melody. So first off, I'm just going to go into the main ionosphere. So this is the main melody. It's just a pad. So I'm gonna just get some basic drums going. So I'm gonna try this bird clap from my new kit, and I'm gonna just get the basic drums. So usually what I do is I do the hi-hat and the clap first, just to get the basic rhythm going. So the first things you want to do is sound selection too. So I usually just put in basic sounds first, and then I sort of change them up as I make the beat. So yeah, actually I'm going to render the melodies as WAV files too real quick, just because I don't want too much CPU being used, because it's going to mess with the tutorial. So I'm going to go render the WAV files. Oh, gotta make sure I'm in song mode. Render the WAV files, start. Alright, I'm going to make sure they're time stretched to the right length. There we go. Alright, now we're good. Now I can turn off the ionospheres because all the melodies are rendered as WAV files. So I like that hi-hat, but I'm just going to try to get a tighter hi-hat maybe. And then I'm going to start doing the 808. So the first thing you want to do when you're getting an 808 every time, I'm just going to send the melodies to the mixer, and I'm going to actually EQ them. So I'm going to get some EQs going. We'll just do some general EQing on all three. You want to cut out around 250 to 300 hertz usually. That's going to be where most of the low end is at. So I just EQ'd the lows out, and then that'll really let the 808 hit on its own. So I'm going to use this new Vibes 808. I've been using this a lot. If you've been hearing a lot of my recent beats, or especially a lot of the beats I've been sending out for placements, I've been using this 808. So yeah, I'm going to just follow the root note of the melody. So this is just a basic 808 pattern. Yesterday when we made the melody, we just followed these like bass chords. So it goes C, then D sharp, then D, then C. So that's what I'm going to do with the 808. You always want to make sure your 808 is in key with the song, and you always want to make sure it's following the root note for the most part. So yeah, here's something I like to do. I actually am going to duplicate this pattern out a little bit longer. So I'm going to stretch this out, and then I'm just going to duplicate these. So what I like to do to add variation to the 808 pattern, so I just go like this. So usually I just have one basic pattern, I'll duplicate it twice, and then I'll change it up at the second half. So this is a pattern I've been doing a lot lately. I'll move this up an octave, and then I'll go like this. And then I'm going to add one like sort of faster 808 roll at the end, like this. that's one way you can add bounce to your 808. You can add this little sort of step at the end. I like to do this. So you go to like 1/4 beat, and as you can see, if I set it to, if I set it to 1/4 beat, I can put an 808 right here, and then it sounds like this. It just sort of gives it a little like bounce at the end. Because it's not perfectly on beat. Usually you'd put a third 808 right here, but if you take that one out, it sort of gives it more bounce, more groove. So that's a tip you can use. So yeah, we made our basic 808 pattern, followed the root note, and then you can switch it up at the end to sort of give it, you know what I'm saying, its own special little feel. And then the rest of it is, I'm gonna make some hi-hats and then some perks. So first off, I'm gonna make some hi-hats. So it all depends on the vibe you're going for. So for this beat, I'm thinking more of a, like relaxed hi-hat pattern, because in my opinion, this beat is sort of like relaxed. It's sort of ambient. So I don't want to have just like crazy hi-hat rolls all over the place. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna do some basic rolls every once in a while. So I'm gonna go to 1/6 beat here. So yeah, the key to hi-hats, I just play the beat out and try to listen where I think a roll would hit. So I just think in my head as the hi-hats are going, where would I add a roll, where would it sound good. And then one thing I'm also going to do is add some lower hi-hats. This is something you can do to add groove to your beat as well. So I'm going to just go with a lower hat right here. And then I'm going to hit Shift D. I'm going to highlight it and hit Shift D, and that's going to snap it to the right size. So as you can see, it's like the right size in the grid there. So, and I want that a little bit lower, so I'm actually going to highlight them and move them down. Set it to 1/3 beat, and I just put them underneath the top hi-hats just to sort of give it bounce. So then I'm going to do 1/6 rolls at the end too. And then I'm just going to take these and I'm going to lower the velocities because I want them pretty quiet in the background. So, and then I'm gonna actually take what we have so far and put it in the mixer. And I'm gonna add some slight reverb to the hi-hats. So I like using reverb a lot on the hi-hats. I think it just adds some like I don't know, just makes the track a little bit bigger, I guess, if you know what I mean. So I usually just put on fruity reverb and turn it down pretty quiet, like, you know, 20%-ish is usually good. And then next thing you want to do is add a kick. And the key to a kick is getting one that goes well with the 808. So you want to just try out different kicks, different 808s, and different hi-hats, because I don't know if everybody knows this, but the kick and the hi-hat are actually sort of crucial too. So the kick and the hi-hat sort of makes the kick like hit harder in a way. It makes it just more crispy. If you've made beats for a while, you'll know what I mean. Like if I take the hi-hat off here, the kick doesn't hit as hard, but the hi-hat with the kick sort of makes the kick have that extra little like crispiness to it. So I'm gonna just try out different kicks and try to get one that sounds good. So I'm gonna turn off loop points. I'm gonna go with the B's kick, I think, right here. This is a kick I've been using a lot lately. And then this is another thing I've been doing with this 808 pattern and a kick. So hold up, I'm gonna send this to the piano roll. So as you can see right here in my piano roll, I have this kick right here, and then the 808 comes right after it. So it goes like, right here would be the kick, and then right here is the 808, and that's something I've been doing a lot lately. That pattern adds a lot of groove to it. So that's the 808 right here. This is the kick, and that just sort of adds like a vibe to it. actually right here, I'm gonna go to 1/4 beat and just match the kick up with the 808 here. Alright, so that's pretty good for that. Now we're gonna use some perks and just sort of give it an extra little bit of a vibe. So, and a snare too. I'm gonna use the 23 snare, and then I'm gonna just go. And then I'm gonna get an open at. I think I'm gonna use this one. And then also something you can do, instead of just having the open hat loop, what I like to do sometimes is I'll actually just like take it out every once in a while. So as you can see, I just deleted that one and that one. So there's no open hat, it's only at the first part. And then right there again. And then I'm gonna just try out some different 808s from the kit just to see maybe if it'll sound better. And then one thing you can do if the 808's not loud enough, just take your FX knob in here and your legacy effects. And I'll try this one out. Oh, I'll turn the time knob down, and then I'm gonna go up, turn loop points off. So yeah, I like that one a lot because it's all about sound selection. So I feel like this 808 is sort of, I mean, that's like one of my favorite 808s right now, but it's sort of a little bit too low, I'd say, for this beat. But this one has a lot more distortion, so I think it sounds better. So yeah, I'm gonna solo the drums and let you guys hear what we have so far. So yeah, pretty basic process to get your drums right. As you can see, I really didn't do any advanced mixing or anything like that. I didn't even use like any plugins besides some EQs on the melodies. And I have a soft clipper on a master. So yeah, another tip for drums, you always want to take the limiter off your master. I always take the limiter off my master, and I just use a parametric EQ with a little bit of EQing and then some soft clipper. And that's gonna make it so your drums can clip, so you can turn them up really loud like I do, but then the soft clipper is gonna make it so it doesn't just ruin the whole track and just make the whole track like clip too hard. So yeah, I hope this tutorial helped you guys learn how to sort of add that drum bounce to a melody and sort of, you know, make an 808 that goes with the root note and all that stuff. So if this helped, make sure to subscribe. Also head over to my Instagram at KBeezyTheGuy and give me a follow. Also, if you want the drum kit I used in this video, the Lunar kit is out now. The link is in the description to all the sounds I use. And yeah, that's gonna be it for me. Hope you guys have a wonderful day, and peace.